Hello, hello, and welcome back, or welcome. I am Book Love Lorna, and today we're just going to, in our minds, go shopping, but we're actually not. I'm going to share with you the books that are on my wish list. I have an Amazon wish list, which I just keep all of the, kind of a list of all of the books that I fancy, and I just keep an eye out, And I think to myself, when I'm looking on a bookshop website or, in store, as we can now do, I'm like, I wanted that one. Let's pick that one up. And when I fancy, like treating myself to a book, I just go on there and I'm like, ooh, I've had a hard day. Which book shall I have? So that's basically what this list is. So we're not actually going to be buying any because, that's a bit of an issue of mine, buying books. But we're going to go through the books that I would like to buy and probably will buy at some point. Or, when it gets around to Christmas, they'll be going to my Christmas wish list, essentially. Which I know Christmas is a while away now. And my birthday is 2 days after Christmas, so that's even further away. But regardless, that's what I'm going to do. Now I've just gone onto my Amazon. More items to explore. I can't show you my screen because it's got my postcode on it. But it's got like, oh, you've recently viewed this. More items to explore. It's got a wrap. A tortilla wrap. Oh. I've clicked on it. It's a blanket. It's a tortilla blanket. Like a big circular blanket which looks like a tortilla wrap. Yeah. $22.99. I mean, it looks ugly, but okay. I thought it was actually trying to sell me, like, wraps. Okay. Anyway, let's go to my wish list. I have bought a few books from here recently. I might, like, put the pictures up on the screen of the covers. My brain's just not working. I'll put on the screen the covers so you can see what book it is I'm talking about. Now, I don't really know a lot about these books, so I'm just gonna go through them. Probably not gonna tell you much about them because this is just me sharing my shopping list for books. Okay, at the top of the list, so this is what I've added most recently. The Split by Laura Kay. I don't actually know what that's about. I just think that the book cover looks kind of cute. Ali's relationship is over and she's taking the cat. Okay, yeah, so it's a relationship split. I mean, I could have guessed that much. The Lost Apothecary by Sarah Penner. That one just has such a good cover. That's one that I've heard Kayla, Books and Lala talk about. What is it about, though? Hidden in the depths of the 18th century London, a secret apothecary shop caters to an unusual kind of clientele. What word? Clientele. Ooh. In present-day London, Caroline's life collides with the apothecary's. A stunning twist of fate, and not everyone will survive. Why, are we poisoning people? Like, what's going on here? A bold, edgy, accomplished debut. Well, I mean, sounds intriguing already, does it not? It does. Next we have Honey Girl by Morgan Rogers. I've just seen a lot of people enjoying this. That's why I want to pick it up. Everyone seems to be enjoying it. With her newly completed PhD in astronomy in hand, 28-year-old Grace Porter goes on a girls' trip to Vegas to celebrate. Not the kind of person who goes to Vegas and gets drunkenly married to a woman whose name she doesn't know until she does exactly that. Oh, that sounds even better than I thought it did. Okay, so that's that one. Now, I've put the first book in the Wool trilogy on here by Hugh Howey because I saw Em from Em and Her Books read it and she was like, really good. So I was like, okay, I'll add it to my basket. But obviously didn't get it yet because I've got so many books to read. So I've added it to my wish list. Now, don't know what it's about, but Em said it was good. So it's in a series. I think it's a trilogy. I think it's Wool, Shift, then Dust. Let's see. In a ruined, hostile landscape, in a future few have been unlucky enough to survive. Unlucky enough to survive? A community exists in a giant underground silo. Inside, men and women live in an enclosed life full of rules and regulations of secrets and lies. To live, you must follow the rules, etc., etc., etc. Okay, so this is sounding along the lines of like Divergent. Are we seeing? Like when they end up in that underground thing in District 13. I'm thinking that's along those lines. She said it was really good, Em did, so I'm quite looking forward to that one. But I kind of want to get going on the Adam Foley series, which I've got the first book of. We'll get to those in a minute. They're on there first before I like start another series. We'll see. Radio Silence by Alice Oseman. Don't know what it's about, but I read the Heartstopper series and I was like, wow, I like Alice Oseman. So I bought Loveless. I can see it. I haven't got any of the others yet. So Radio Silence is on my list. Diary of a Young Girl by Anne Frank. Now that I just haven't read. Can you believe I've not read that? I can't. So that's on my wish list. That was actually quite cheap today. Yeah, it's on there. I haven't read it. I should read it. It's one of those I think probably everyone should read. So I will at some point. It's on my list. Invisible Girl by Lisa Jewell. I really enjoy Lisa Jewell books, but I just haven't picked up that one yet. And I do have a couple, I think I've got 2 of hers unread. 2 of her like thriller books that are unread. So I'm just waiting to buy that one because I don't need it quite yet. That one is about, let's see, midnight in the bad part of town where cats prowl and foxes shriek, a girl is watching. When Sapphire Maddox was 10, something terrible happened and she's carried the pain of it ever since. The man who she thought was going to heal her didn't, and now she hides and watches him, learning his secrets, invisible in windows. Owen Pick is invisible too. He's never had a girlfriend and he's never even had a friend. Nobody sees him, nobody cares. Okay. When Sapphire goes missing, blah, 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 suddenly the whole world is looking at Owen. Oh, that sounds good. Okay, next one. So I'm collecting the Agatha Christie special edition books. Now, I have the ABC Murders. I can't read what that one says. That one says The Mystery on the Blue Train, Murder on the Orient Express, Death on the Nile, the light is like going on it in the wrong place, Midwinter Murder, and 450 from Paddington. They also have in the special editions Hercule Poirot's Christmas. Hercule Poirot's, it's so hard to say, Christmas. That one I've got on my list. And, this is hard to say, And Then There Were None. And also, And Then There Were None. So those 2 are on that list because those are missing from my collection. And A Happy New Year, the Spinster Club series by Holly Bourne, because I've read the other Spinster Club series books and I just kind of fancy having that one. It was one of those that was like really skinny and really cheap when it first came out because it's like 100 pages, and now if you want to buy it anywhere it's like £6, even though it's like 100 pages. I think it's 100 pages anyway. So yeah, I just wanted to add that one to like finish off my collection. The Best Lies by Sarah Liu. Now, I can't remember why I added this one on. Let's see what it's about. Remy Tsai used to know how her story would turn out, but now she doesn't even know what tomorrow will look like. She was happy once. Remy had her boyfriend, Jack, and Elise. I like that name, Elise. Her best friend, her soulmate, who understood her better than anyone else in the world. But now Jack is dead, shot through the chest, and it was Elise who pulled the trigger. Etc, 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 etc. Told in alternative timelines, that twisted psychological thriller explores the dark side of an obsessive friendship. And I mean, the cover just looks like it's going to be happy and dandy. Okay, that sounds good. Now, we also have Grown by Tiffany D. Jackson, because I've seen loads of people enjoying this. Why have I not read it? Like, everyone just says it's really good. Now, this one, let's see. When legendary R&B artist Corey Fields spots Enchanted Jones at an audition, her dreams of being a famous singer take flight until Enchanted wakes up with blood on her hands and zero memory of the previous night. Who killed Corey Fields? Oh, I'm not going to read any more because that just sounds good enough. Now, next, this is a long list. Next we have Instant Karma by Marissa Mayer. I can't remember whose booktube channel I saw it on, but I saw someone buy it and I was like, that sounds good. So it's literally, like, I'm pretty sure it's literally what it says on the tin, Instant Karma. Chronic overachiever Prudence Barnett is always quick to cast judgment on the lazy, rude and arrogant residents of her coastal town. Her dreams of karmic justice are fulfilled when, after a night out with her friends, she wakes up with a sudden ability to cast instant karma on those around her. Do you know, there's 2 more paragraphs. See, you don't need all of these big blurbs because that's enough. Like, she can just give people instant karma. Like, What a badass. I just think that sounds so cool. The Authenticity Project by Claire Pooley. I've just seen that one loads on shelves and it just kind of intrigues me. I haven't really seen any people read it, but it sounds very intriguing. So I want to read it. Yeah, it looks good. Now that one, I think that is about something in a cafe. 6 strangers with one thing in common. Their lives aren't always what they make them out to be seen. What would happen if they told the truth instead? Julian Jessup is tired of hiding the deep loneliness he feels, so he begins the Authenticity Project, a small green notebook containing the truth about his life. He leaves the notebook on a table, and the owner finds it, and their lives change. Okay, I mean, sounds a bit unusual, but the blurb isn't written very well. Also on my list, I have Ice Creams at Emerald Cove by Holly Martin. I have actually read that book, but only in an ebook, so I want to get the paperback edition so that I can, you know, match it up with my set. I have done a review video of that story, so if you'd like to watch that, I'll put the link somewhere so you can give that a watch. Now, I also collect, like everything, the Wordsworth collector's editions of books, and I'm missing The Jungle Book by Rudyard Kipling, which is a super cute cover. I'm also missing Peter Pan. I think that's all I've got saved on this list. I am missing others, but those are the only ones that are saved on this list, so I should probably check which others I'm missing. Now, I do collect Mina Lima editions also. So on my list, I have The Adventures of Pinocchio, The Little Mermaid. Did I not buy that one? No, I didn't. I bought it in a different edition. The Little Mermaid and Other Fairy Tales. Is that it for that one? Yes. And then I also have some of the Puffin cloth-bound classic books. And on this list, I've added 2 ones that I'm missing, which are Frankenstein and The Wizard of Oz. Now we're out of special edition books and onto normal books again. Black Flamingo by Dean Atta and Anshika Kula, sorry. That one, I've just seen loads of people reading and enjoying it. So I'm like, I should jump on that bandwagon. Michael waits in stage wings, wearing a pink wig, fluffy coat and black heels. One more step will see him illuminated by the spotlight. He's been on a journey of bravery to get here, but he is almost ready to show himself to the world in bold colours. Can he emerge as the Black Flamingo? The paperback edition has beautiful gold foil added. Ooh, nice. Oh no, don't do that. Okay, so that sounds good. Now, like I said, I want to read the D.I. Adam Foley book series by Cara Hunter. I've read the most recent one. Started with the last one. Well done me. I bought the first one, Close to Home. I don't know what the order is, but on my list I've also got No Way Out, All the Rage, and In the Dark. So those 3 are on there, but this is the first one, so I need to read this one first before I kind of go buying. I'm trying to put this back on my shelf now. Before I go buying the others. But obviously once I've read that, I'll buy those. Away with the Penguins by Hazel Pryor. Everyone was reading that at some point recently. I did see a lot of people reading it. What is it about though? Veronica McGreedy is about to have the journey of a lifetime. She lives in a mansion by the sea. She loves a nice cup of Darjeeling tea while watching a good wildlife documentary. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so basically she's living this kind of like really small life where she doesn't really experience anything. She doesn't have any friends or whatever. And then one day she's like going to make a decision that will change all of this, and the fact that when she dies, there is no one to leave her considerable wealth to. Honey, just leave it to me. I can buy books. We also have on my list, My Name is Monster by Katie Hale. I don't even know if I actually want this one anymore as much, but I just love the cover. Let's see, should we see what it's about? Mother says I'm like water. You can't grab hold of water. Meet Monster. After the sickness has killed off her parents and the bombs have fallen on the last safe cities, Monster emerges from the Arctic vault which has kept her alive. When she washes up on the coast of Scotland, everyone she knows is dead and she believes she is alone in an empty world. Monster begins the long walk south, scavenging and learning the contours of the family land made new. Do you know what? I'm gonna have to take that one off. The cover is so nice, but I don't think that's my kind of story. We're deleting that one off the list. I take back that. The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet by Becky Chambers. That's just been on my list for ages. I'm just really interested to read it. And then the last one on my list is Anywhere You Want Me by Lucy Diamond, because I think that is the only Lucy Diamond book that I haven't got on my shelves in a physical edition. I think that's the only one. So yeah, that's the last one. And that's, you know, that's quite a fair list. If I bought all of those books, we'd probably be looking, you know, probably like £200 or something like that. Quite a lot of books, hey? I love to read, but this is the thing, I can't buy them all because I've got so many books to read anyway that all they're going to do is sit on my shelves, so I might as well wait until, you know, I need a good reason to buy a book, or got a nice voucher or something, or, you know, just if I've had a bad day and I'm like, I need a book, it'll cheer me up. Then, you know, I got a long list to pick from. So those are all of the books that I'm kind of wanting at the moment. There are others which are not on there because they've not been released yet. So I do have some like new releases that I will be purchasing or looking to purchase. But yeah, they're just not out yet, so they're not on that list. Those are all books that are currently out and available. Now, in the comment section, no one encouraged me to go and buy these books because I will. I am a weak human being. So if you encourage me and be like, oh my God, that one that's on your list, I really enjoyed that one, go and buy it now. Don't say that, because I will. Like, I will just go and buy it. And I need to not buy so many books. I need to read books, not shop for books. Although shopping for books is like so much fun. And in like 2 minutes I could buy like loads of books, and you know, like I could only probably read like 2 pages. So I love books. But don't encourage me to do it. Don't do it, because it's only going to end in disaster. But it would end in like a big book haul for you to watch. So, you know, which way do we want to go here? Anyway, I'm going to stop thinking about buying books. Thank you ever so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Happy reading, and I'll see you all soon. Bye!